So let us see the day 2, what we are going to learn today. And in this today's session, these are the checklists. And in this session, we are going to understand the structure of WordPress and use of plugins, themes, and designing our website. So first is, last time I explained the offline installation. Now I'm going to explain online installation of what the WordPress here. So from where you are buying your web hosting, what they are providing, and you are registering your domain name, then how you can map your hosting page with your domain name, and how installation is taking place, that I'm going to show you. Then we are going to see the WordPress structure again, and we are going to understand the WordPress setting. After that, we are going to see what is the difference between the post and page, because if you learn WordPress, initially a lot of confusion is there when the people are starting WordPress initially, and they are not understand what is the difference between the post and page. So that's why I'm taking this part and showing 80% things are what the same in post and page. Okay, and you have to understand what is the 20% difference between the post and page, and therefore we are using the by seeing the example what is the difference between the post and page. Then there is a creating post or blog. So blog is nothing but one kind of what the post. Some people are calling that post, and we are going to understand what is blog. Okay, and what are the different blogs the people are writing, and what is the benefits of writing a blog, that we are going to understand. So inside page and blog, we are putting a text, inserting the various media like image, video, audio, and some PDF pages, all kind of stuff we can see in this section. And then we are creating a page. We are actually understand this with the help of example and sharing that entire project content in a group where you can download those contents and try those practice at home. But for that, I have to share that content whosoever is attending my session, and they're supposed to send the email on my email request for the same through my email. I'm going to share my email ID at the end of this session. If I forget, please remind me to share the email ID. Then we are going to understand the themes and plugins, and we are installing some themes and plugins and creating a website. So all these are the topics we are going to cover. So let us move to the first topic, that is online installation of the WordPress. So whenever you buy some hosting space from the n number of so the online installation of the WordPress I'm going to show you. So suppose if I'm registering for bandasatam.com, and this is my domain name. I register with GoDaddy, and I buy the hosting space from one of my uh, company who are providing a hosting space and giving a business. So I'm not buying hosting space from some GoDaddy and what other stuff. So we have our own hosting uh, services, and through that we are using the hosting space part. So now I'm choosing and pressing colon here and writing my port number here. Okay, so I'm now logging to my Flex panel. So there are two kind of what the panels providing by hosting space provider. Okay, so GoDaddy is also providing control panel, also known as a cPanel. But when you are taking a Windows hosting, at that time they are providing you the Flex panel. So there are two kinds of what the hosting. You can take a hosting on a Linux server, you can take a hosting on a Windows server. So what is the difference between that? So previously there was a difference, but nowadays hosting server and Linux server almost giving both same services. Okay, so nowadays there is no such kind of what the difference. So Linux hosting is comparatively cheaper than Windows hosting, but but nowadays both the hosting they are giving what the same rates. Most of the hosting providers they are not giving a difference between the rates of Windows hosting and Linux hosting. Previously, people are using Windows hosting for the some ASP.NET page and Windows related technology only running on Windows hosting, and it is not work on Linux hosting previously. Okay, so that's why the people are choosing a Flex server. Okay, it is a same like as a control panel or cPanel. When we are using, then the people are choosing a Linux platform. So I'm choosing a Windows platform. So whenever I create the hosting, they are providing me some username, okay, and some password here. So I got a username. When the hosting server is get created, at that time the people are providing the username and the password. So GoDaddy will provide you username and the password. 1 minute. So session चालू आहे. ते 2ला संपेल. मम्मी तुम्हाला 2ला करणार आणि 2:30ला दुसरं सेशन चालू होणार डिजिटल मार्केटिंग आपलं नेहमी रेग्युलर. So here when I'm clicking on bhanudas.flex and the password is obviously I'm not going to share that, and I'm clicking on login, so it will take me to some environment, and that is a control panel environment here. So look at that. So it will take a time. So now it's giving me some control panel here, and whenever you use a place for cPanel, first thing is you don't need to install any kind of web server like XAMPP, MAM or WAM. What we learned in last session, okay, that I'm just reminding you that you don't need to install your any kind of web server like XAMPP, MAM and WAM. So what happens here? When you doing online installation, so this entire part is what the skip. All these 4 steps are not there. 4 or 5 steps. All these 5 steps are not there. Okay, directly it will start from the step 6. So I'm going to show you. Okay, and okay, okay. So normally, okay. Now see, so my server is having slow because my internet connection is strong, and that is the reason it takes a time. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you here, whenever you install, you simply go towards the respective website. Okay. And in that respective website, you just click on that panel. Okay. It's taking a time. It's coming right now. Is it visible to you? All of you are able to see the screen? Just put yes on chat bar. So it's loading. It's loading. So be patient. So this bhanudaskatam.com is my domain name, and I can create n number of subdomain names. So when the people are saying we are giving you unlimited subdomain, तो अपने जेब में से नहीं देते हैं, एक कंट्रोल पैनल ही देता है unlimited subdomain. So sometimes the people are actually charging for unlimited domains. Some people are restricted unlimited some limited domain, so you can't create more than 10. So what is subdomain mean? So for example, this is bhanudaskatam.com and this is 23 September .bhanudas.com. So this 23 September is a subdomain. So gnsnet.bhanudaskatam, app.bhanudaskatam.com, assignment.bhanudaskatam.com, gnh.bhanudaskatam.com, internship.bhanudaskatam.com, all are my subdomains. So when I'm choosing learn.bhanudaskatam.com, I would like to show you learn.bhanudaskatam.com is my subdomain. Okay. And there is also my subdomain where I keep some files, and you can create n number of the subdomain here, and you can install the so what I'm doing right now, I'm choosing adding a subdomain. Okay, and that subdomain installation I'm showing you, but you don't need to create a subdomain. Once you buy, you want to keep everything on main domain, so don't follow this procedure. But I don't want to disturb my main domain, and that is the reason I am creating a subdomain here. So I am clicking on adding subdomain here. Okay, so it will take me and telling me to write down the subdomain. So whatever interface you are going to see right now, it is different in control panel. So you have to explore, okay, accordingly. So there also you will get the similar kind of the concept, but the interface may be a change. Means उसका look and feel थोड़ा सा change होगा. So I'm creating a lockdown.bhanudaskatam.com is my subdomain. I'm creating it and I'm just clicking on OK. Rest of the things I'm not going to consider right now. I'm just click on please write it. So just keep on creating a subdomain for me, and it will create a subdomain. So subdomain name is now lockdown.bhanudasatam.com. Again, I'm repeating, you don't need to create a subdomain. So if you are registered for your domain name, okay, you can install these under your main domain. अभी मेरे पास bhanudasatam.com है और मैं उसको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना चाहता. I don't want to disturb that bhanudasatam.com, and that is the reason I am creating a subdomain called as a lockdown.bhanudasatam.com. So my subdomain was created here. Okay, so are you getting me? Just put yes in a chat box. Okay. Thank you, Abhay. Thank you, Tarunji. Abhay sir. Thank you, Ravin sir. Okay. Now I am here. At my subdomain. So I'm moving. So will you make our template website? So that we are going to learn afterwards. Okay, you can make your template website. Okay, and you can put those. For that, if you want to make your own template, okay, then you have to learn PHP. Okay, you need to know the balhanuman.org is your URL. So what is your question? Can you repeat or type in the text box, chat box? Would you make our template website? Means I'm not getting you. You want to you are talking about designing, or you want to create your own template, or you want to use existing template for your website? Because 90%, 95% people are using existing template and they are putting the information inside that. So if you want to create your own template, then you have to know HTML, CSS and PHP. And this is the course is not for that, because we are not teaching any kind of the programming language here. It is WordPress design. We are using a framework, and inside that we are not creating our own template. Okay, and for that you require a PHP and HTML and CSS knowledge. So this course is not for that. This course is website design using the WordPress, and it is for non-programmer. Are you getting me? Ashwini, please say yes or no in the chat box. I'm waiting for you. Thank you. So I'm talking about the lockdown bhanudasatam.com I created here. So once you buy a domain name, and people will give you this control panel, there your domain name is written here. You don't need to create the subdomain here. So whatever procedure I am applying here, it is applicable in your root domain also, other than subdomain. So I am not showing for a root domain because I don't want to disturb my understanding one. So here simple button is there, and you just click on that button. Okay, and then installation will start here. You don't need to create those 4 parameters like username. Username is required there, but you don't need to create the other parameter. Okay, like providing a localhost and database. Database is automatically created in the background. So let us see how installation process taking place online. So online installation process is quietly easy than the offline. So we spend around 45 to 1 hour I think, more than 1 hour to learn installation word process offline. Okay, so I'm showing installation process online. So I'm just clicking here and waiting for the response. Again, it will. So saying please wait. So my installation is start. So create your website using WordPress. So I'm installing a framework here. So there are any number of frameworks available, and accordingly you can choose those frameworks. Okay, because in your control panel they may give some more frameworks. Okay, so what control panel you are buying? So you look at the right hand side. Okay, so there is a feature applications. I'm indicating that. Okay, in right hand side there is a feature application, and in that feature application you will see Drupal, WordPress and Joomla. Okay, these are the some more frameworks where instead of WordPress, if you want to try with Joomla and Drupal, you can install those frameworks in your hosting server. Okay, so the people are choosing the technology, but you have to know the structure of Drupal and Joomla, because every framework comes with their own structure or own architecture. Own architecture you have to learn the specific technology. So Joomla comes with some different architecture, WordPress comes with different architecture, Drupal comes with different architecture, and Moodle also comes with different architecture. Magento is another popular PHP framework where maximum people are using to create e-commerce website. Okay, so all are the frameworks, and it is your choice, and that's why we learn that WordPress is a content management system, and it will take maximum people are using, and we see the statistics also. It is 59%. Whole world is using WordPress. 59% people are using WordPress to create the content management system or website. So it's taking a time. Once it will complete that, then I will it's doing. So for time being, I'm going to show my offline as well as what online installation also. Okay, so now 1 minute. So let us move to offline installation. Okay, so yesterday we learned that installation here, and online installation is taking place at because of my server is slow, it will take time. So we are actually give some time to complete that process, and then now I'm starting my offline installation. So I'm going to start my control panel. So yesterday we learned how to start offline website. So I'm starting these services. Let me complete this. Now see, online installation is complete, and directly I'm saying, do you want to install plugins? I'm saying no thanks. So what will happen here? It will ask any kind of further question and keep on installing the entire website. So here I'm showing lockdown bhanudasatam.com. So my website is there. Okay. Now it's showing me the procedure. The server is too slow. N number of plugins are there. That's why it takes time. So by the time I'm just starting my services here, I'm starting my Apache services and I'm starting my SQL services also. Okay. And I'm using a local host as I told you, and I'm clicking on dashboard. So I know I already created a website and that is under a folder called as a WordPress. So I'm just typing a WordPress here. So as I told you, I already created a WordPress folder here and I kept the entire information inside the WordPress. So where I kept that, I explained in installation process, that is under XAMPP, and under XAMPP there is a HTTP, htdocs, and under htdocs there is a WordPress folder. So I copy paste that WordPress folder and reconfiguring it. And after reconfiguration, when I start a WordPress here, it's showing my demo website here. Okay. Same thing I can do with my online, but still it is stuck. It is now open. So now returning back to my lockdown online process. So lockdown bhanudasetup.com. This is my blog already created. I can click on login here. And I can click the login. It will give the same structure. Here also I am using WP admin. WP-admin. Okay. So while installing automatic part, so here I am using my Bhanudas underscore WP is my username and I am writing a password, that is root123 plus. I am handling my offline website here. Same thing I am doing with online also. So I would like to show the online so why I adopt this option always, because it will give me a fast response because it is located in my the local machine and I can do all the stuff fast here. Okay, and then I will upload the entire website to my hosting server. So my recommendation is that, so if you are using the session, if you are creating a website before buying hosting and the domain name, you create offline and then you can upload it afterwards. So I'm just clicking on proceed a lockdown bhanudasetup.com here. Okay, now it's also showing me a same dashboard here. So post, media, page, comments, appearance, user tool setting, and offline में भी यही मिल रहा है और online में भी यही मिल रहा है. Okay, I can customize my site and I can choose a theme here. I'm just leaving it. Okay, I don't want to use this theme. So I'm choosing appearance and clicking on themes here. And I'm going to use the same theme which I have used in my offline. So I'm just click on activate. So now this theme is activated right now. So when I'm typing here lockdown dot bhanudasetup.com. So showing the page must be appeared. Okay, so I'm just activating here. Okay, and I want to see why it's not showing. lockdown wondercycle.com. It is because of my Flex is having some problem of what redirecting the domain name. Okay, okay. But what I shown here that you can install directly by clicking a button on the website. Okay, so there is a simple button. You just click it and automatically all the things are what are taking place. You don't need to create any efforts the way we learned yesterday. So this is all online installations. So I'm not going to show you any online activity because it take a time to load the page. So whatever we are going to learn is on offline, okay, and understanding the structure of WordPress. So I explain online installation of the WordPress. Okay, so there are various nice help available on a net where you can understand the online installation of WordPress with GoDaddy hosting, with Alana Falana hosting. N number of hosting services are there. Everywhere they are putting some video help, and whatever I explained right now, the same way they explain the installation process. Okay, so let us move to the next topic, that is WordPress structure. So once I log in, and you know how to log in it, so I'm just log out here and log in again. So whenever you type the localhost WordPress, every time automatically it will give you the directly web page, but I want to go inside the web page designing dashboard. So for that I have to use wp-admin and not admin, wp WordPress and wp-admin. It will take me to login page, and here I'm writing my Bhanudas_wp is my username, and the password you already know, that is root123@. Okay, yesterday we said that password. So it will take me to the dashboard. Okay, so this is my architecture of WordPress. I'm going to understand each and every part. So look at the left hand side, and the left hand side have the options like the post, media, pages, comments, appearance, plugins, user, tools and settings, and the collapse menu. When you click here, the menu is hide. Again you click here, menu is open with the label. So I'm moving my mouse. Okay, every time it will give me a sub menu option. The post has sub menu. You can see the all posts. You can add a new post. You can create a category. You can create a tag. So what is the categories and tags? That is we are going to learn. Then there is a media where you can add video, you can add pictures, you can add audio, and even you can add your PDF file, Word document. So all are the assets of your website, and all those assets like video, images, you have to make a library of that and you put those assets inside the library. Otherwise, it will generate a detached library if you are not creating any library. Then there is a pages. This page has two options. One is all pages and add new. So when you click on all pages, it will give you the list of the pages, existing pages here. So when you install the first time, the WordPress providing you the home page, setting or sample page here. And similarly, when you click on the post, WordPress providing you sample post also. So we are going to see that. Then the fourth option is comments. So if you are creating a post and you publish the post, then people who are visiting to your post, they are making some comments on your post. So that comments is stored inside the database, and that database comments will display here. Okay, and it will give the list of the comments here. So that I'm clicking on comments. So here the list of comments are given here. So author name, the comment, and the response. Okay, and from which post that particular comments and what time and what date that comments is given. So you want to approve or unapprove these comments is depends upon your wish. So if you approve, then only it will display that comments on a post. Otherwise, it won't. Okay. So the comments control is in your hand. So whenever you want to approve or unapprove, okay, you can do this with the comments menu. Then there is the appearance, and in that appearance, that is a look and feel of your website. So WordPress is providing your themes. There are some free themes or paid themes also. You can create your own themes, but for that, just Ashwini is saying that you want to create his own theme. So for that, you have to know the PHP and HTML and CSS. Otherwise, there are some nice themes available, free themes available. You are allowed to use that themes, matching themes with your content. Then you can allow that theme and converting your entire website using that theme. That we are going to learn in detail afterwards. So there is a themes customization, widgets, menus, header, and theme editors are there. And there is a plugins. You can install a plugin. You can add new plugins, and there is a plugin editors. So what is plugin means? That also we are going to understand in details. The plugins is nothing but it is a component you can insert in your website, and those components are having some functionality. For example, suppose if I want to provide some form to the user and I want to collect the information through a website, then there is a nice form plugins available. The popular one is Webform, and the popular one is the form, the control form or control 7 form kind of what the plugins is there. I am going to show that. Okay, there. So when I click on all users, so by default you are the admin, so your name is there. When you are creating the information, at that time this all user information is there. But if you are inviting the people and you are telling them to subscribe your page, they are registering your website as a subscriber, then you will get n number of what the subscriber list here. So you can find out the number of users who are registered with your website here. Okay, so you can use all users, you can add a new user, you can see the profile of each and every user. Then there is a tool. So you can import and export some information toward the tools. You can check the site health, and you can export the existing user data or personal. You can erase the personal data with the help of what the tools. Okay, so you can explore by your own once you know how to design it. So I'm not going to cover this whole part here. Some part, if the time permits, then I will cover, because WordPress itself is a vast subject, and 2 days is not sufficient to complete the WordPress. But whatever you are going to learn within 2 days, you are able to understand the advanced concept on the basis of knowledge you are getting from these 2 days training. Okay. So there is a setting. So I'm just clicking on setting here, and in that setting there is a general setting, writing, reading, discussion, media, permalinks, and the privacy. So I'm just clicking on general setting here. So whenever you want to set your website, you decide the title of your website at the time of installation. So do you remember that yesterday when we installed the software, at that time your title as a My Demo Site. So you can change the title here. So that is the reason where you are actually watching. So I'm just showing a localhost and / WordPress. So simultaneously I'm showing the output here and setting here. So there are two bars, two tabs. One is handling the dashboard activity and another is handling and showing the output here. So this is my demo website I'm writing here, and that is the reason the my demo website is appeared here. So there are 2-3 ways where you can change the title of your webpage. Okay. So under general setting you are doing that. So I'm just selecting a new title. So lockdown website. Okay. Demo. So I'm just saving it. Once I save the change and I'm refreshing here, so my demo website information is changed to what lockdown website here. Okay. So what kind of information I'm going to provide? Okay. So our lockdown recipe is so I'm giving a lockdown recipe and giving a spacing here. So घर में दीदी काम करने के लिए बोलती है वर्क फ्रॉम होम, और then I want to put some recipes here, okay, as a blog. Then I'm giving a nice title, my lockdown recipes. So instead of lockdown, okay, I'm using my lockdown recipes. पेट भर के खाओ, पेट भर के खाओ, खुश हो जाओ. Okay, so this is my you can see the tagline here. So I'm just putting a tagline below that. So lockdown, my lockdown recipe, and the tagline is पेट भर के खाओ खुश हो जाओ. खुश खुश हो गया, ये खुश की जगह मैं खुश लिखता हूँ. ओके, ये खुश भी चलेगा, बट ऊपर नॉर्थ में बिहार और उस साइड भी चलेगा. आई डोंट नो हाउ दिस प्रोनाउंस, बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग इनटू दैट प्रॉपर प्रोनाउंसिएशन और रॉन्ग. हर एक का बोली अभी रीजनल लैंग्वेज का तड़का उनके भाषा में रहता है. ओके ओके, so I don't want to go into what is right and wrong. So here पेट भर के फटे हो गया, तो मैं यहाँ पे पी लेता हूँ. पेट भर के खाओ खुश हो जाओ. ओके, so this is my tagline, and so now same WordPress URL. So whenever you want to give a WordPress URL, don't please don't change the URL, because by default, whatever the URL is set by your website setting, then it will you keep as it is. Yeah? So there is a site URL and WordPress. I'm not going to change. You can change the administration email address, but at the time of registration, you are choosing this website address. What is it? Forget the login name of WP admin. So again, I'm choosing a local host and WordPress and WP admin. So whenever I forget I'm just logging out here. So whenever I forget the username or email address, then there is something called as lost your password. So it will change you have to put an email address here. It will change the reset option in your email address, even though it is offline. Okay, so that's why I am using and relogging here, because I log out considering Vanudas underscore WP is my user login, root 123 address is my login. So I'm just clicking on and returning back here. Okay. So if you want to convert these as a membership, then you can choose anyone can register. Okay, yeah. So once you choose anyone can register, then you can make everybody as a member, and whomsoever is new user is get created, by default you are going to assign the role here. So by default, the role is what the subscriber. But you can give a different role like contributor, author, editor, and administrator. So if you want to, if your friends want to participate in your website activity or blog, then you make them as a contributor, or you make them as an author, or the people who want to check the content, and they are content writer, and they want to check the quality of content, then you choose them as an editor, and by default you are the administrator, so you are not giving this role to what any new user. But still you want that this guy, you want to set him as an administrator, and this your friend also having the same rights which you have, and in the absence of you, he will play a role as an administrator. So you can define a role here. So I'm not disturbing this. You can choose like language. There are n number of languages. It doesn't mean the content. It is a menu. Suppose we can choose in Hindi as a default language here. So all menu is get converted into what Hindi. I'm not talking about I'm just saving the changes here, and I'm logging again and changing the language as Hindi here, and I'm saving it. So look at the इंटरफेस, द इंटरफेस इज गेट चेंज हियर. उसके अंदर का डेटा आप हिंदी लिख सकते हो या इंग्लिश लिख सकते हो, उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं. This side language is nothing but the interface which you are giving. Look at this dashboard, post, media, पोस्ट टिप्पणियाँ, ये टिप्पणियाँ और कमेंट्स. तो कमेंट्स थोड़ा सा नजदीक लगता है हमें. ओके, तो इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जैसे औजार. तो औजार की जगह अगर हम उपलब्ध साधन, आयात निर्यात, इम्पोर्ट और एक्सपोर्ट की बात हो रही है, और ये औजार को हम टूल बोलते हैं। तो जिनको हिंदी के ऊपर प्यार है और वो चाहते हैं कि हम लोग इससे क्या कर सकते हैं, समझ सकते हैं। जैसे मैं हिंदी ऑफिसर्स को सिखाता था HPCL में, हिंदुस्तान पेट्रोलियम में, सब लोग वो हिंदी इंटरफेस को ज्यादा पसंद करते थे। तो अपनी अपनी पसंद है, मैं वापस गलत सही नहीं पढ़ रहा। So I'm not just I'm showing you what are the options available, and it is nothing to do with what the contents here. Okay, it is with the interface. Okay, so I'm choosing a by default interface that is English, United States, and I'm clicking and saving. सहज को saving को सहज बोलते हैं, सहजिंग। ओके, सो यहाँ पे अभी वापस सेव चेंजेस आया और everything is get converted into what the English. Okay, and now I want to choose a time zone. So you know the universal time calendar is there, UTC, and we know our is 5:30. So I'm choosing a 5:30 UTC plus 5:30. Okay, and you get the exact time. अभी 12:08 हो गए हैं, तो वो टाइम यहाँ पे मिलेगा। ओके, एंड यू कैन सेट द डेट फॉर्मेट हियर आल्सो, सो आई डोंट वांट टू keep disturb this date format also. It's showing a date format in word and day and year also. So you can choose as per your requirement, and you can choose a time format also, AM, PM, without MPM, and you can choose create your own custom one. So there is a week start. So in some country week start on Friday, all country which is Islamic country, so they are start a week on Friday. In India we are starting a week on Monday, okay, or Sunday, whatever. So accordingly we will choose, okay, otherwise we will keep the changes as the default changes. So I'm clicking on save changes here. So this is a general setting, okay, and then there is a writing, reading and discussion. So when I click on writing, so it's saying that whenever you create a post, so you want to keep that post under a category called as uncategorized. So we are going to see the things in detail, what are the categories. So by default, when you install this particular website, okay, at that time there is only one category, and that is uncategorized. So there are different kind of what the posts available, and those posts are aside, post, chat, gallery, link, image, quote, status, video and audio. So I always keep these posts as a standard post. Okay, so post via email. To post the WordPress by email, you must set up a secret email account with POP3 address. Any mail received at this address will be posted. So it's a good idea to keep this address very secret. And here are 3 random strings you can use: JLP 5S5P1 and some Balana. So this is a mail server, and this is a login name and the password and default mail category. So what is this? This is something related to what the people who are participant in your website, and they are writing a blog for you, and they don't want to log in your machine, in your website, and they don't want to copy paste their content in your website. So they want everything will automatically done. So what they are doing, they are writing the post in a mail, and that mail will automatically send towards a mail server, and then post will automatically created in your web. Okay. So for that you have to buy a mail server, and when you buy a mail server, okay, then you have to pay some money who are providing a mail server facility. So GoDaddy and Google and some other people who are providing you to create your business mail, okay, and you can create a mail server there, and to check that mail they are providing you a login name and the password also. So once you write that mail server name and the login name and the password, then your entire WordPress will automatically pick those mail which is sent to that blog is sent toward that mail, and it is automatically posted here. Okay. So we are not going to see in details. This is the way where you can explore in future. Okay, once you understood the entire structure of WordPress. Okay, so I'm now clicking on the reading. See, reading setting. So whenever whomsoever is visiting to your website, and your website is only showing a blog. Okay, so you are writing n number of writing on n number of topics which is a popular, and you want to publish that topic to what the community or to your friend circle, and you are inviting them for seeing your post, okay, to various social media, and you are sharing that link, your website link, through a social media, then people are clicking on that link and visiting your web page. So there you always want to show them a latest post, okay, and that's why by default they are saying your home page will display a latest post. But sometimes the people are not using the WordPress for writing a post. They are using a WordPress for the promoting their company website, or they want to promote their product through WordPress. They want to use WordPress as an e-commerce site. They want to use a WordPress as a informative site, and they want to use a WordPress as a learning management system. So in that case, the people are choosing an option called as a static page, and it will always display the home page. If you can choose the home page, so here I have only sample page, so I don't want to use that. So by default, I'm choosing a latest post. So here it will show that blog pages shows at the most. So if you are frequently writing, you are a blogger, if you are frequently writing a blog, and in week you are writing 20 blogs almost, so it will only show the latest 10 blog, because here you are setting a post as a 10 blog. You are going to see through an example as well. The syndication feed shows the most recent items, so it's showing the 10 most recent. So you can put 5 or 10, whatever the way you want to set, and you can put that number here. So people will see the information. For each post in feed include full text or the summary. So if you want to set only summary, then it will display the information. And there is a search engine also known as SEO. That term is a digital marketing term, and you want to discourage, then you choose this option, so it will not consider your page in a digital marketing search engine indexing. So by default, this keep as it is, don't select it. So I'm clicking on save changes, so my reading part is what's completed. So there is a discussion. When I click on discussion setting, so you can read these and find out by your own. So whatever the information is given here, it is very clear to understand. So I'm not going to explain this. The time is not permit me to do that. Okay, because if we do and see each and every part, then it will take a time. Okay, so it's a self-explanatory where you can see and explore by yourself and understand it. Then there is a media. You can take the media in three size: thumbnail size, medium size, and large size. So whatever the images you are uploading, you can take the width and height here, and whatever may be the size of the image, your WordPress will automatically convert that image into three size, that is thumbnail size, medium size, and the large size, and it will show the width and height. You can change this width and height from here. So whatever the new width and height you are setting, that will apply on your image, and it will convert those images into three popular images size, that is thumbnail size, medium size, and the large size. Okay, and it will do at the time of the uploading. So after that, there is uploading files organized by upload into month, year, base folder. So what is this mean? When you are uploading, so at what month you are uploading, so it will create the month folder automatically in upload folder. Suppose now the fourth month is going on. April is the fourth month. So it will create a folder called as a 14 and a fourth month folder, and inside that it will create another folder called as a 17. So today is the 17th April. Okay, so first we create the year 2020 folder, and inside 2020 folder it will create the month folder, and inside the month folder it will create a day folder, and in that day folder whatever images you are uploading, that images are available there. So tomorrow if you are uploading another image, then you can find those images in a folder called as the 18th. Okay, 18th April is the day tomorrow. So your WordPress is creating the things automatically. So I would like to show the setting here. So once I went to WP content in a WordPress, so it will create the one more contents here, and that is upload. Okay, if you look at this, in that upload content, the year is there, that is 2020, and there is a fourth month, and inside that is when I am uploading some images, so it will create a folder called as 17 here. Okay, and in this folder, whatever the images I am uploading today, that will place inside that folder. Okay, are you getting me? So tomorrow it will create one more folder automatically. When I am uploading the images, then it will place those images inside the folder 18. So date wise I can find out these images here. Okay, so once you upload it, so for time being I'm just deleting it because it is automatically created. So now it is created automatically because the uploads में 2020 year आया है, उसके अंदर ये folder मैंने नहीं create किया. It is created because of whom? Because of the uploading files option is on here. Okay, ये checkbox है. इस checkbox में ये selected है, इसलिए वो इस तरह से है. I'm just clicking on save changes. So my media setting is created automatically. So if you want to upload a media, some media, suppose there is a I'm moving to a media right now and I'm creating a RMU. Yeah. So there is no such file available. So I would like to select some file. Okay. And this is my lockdown schedule because I want to display here. So I'm just uploading. Okay. So it's saying upload the images. The schedule is available here and I want to move my 2020-04. So look at this. ये तो मैंने एक ही बनाया था, अभी 1 2 3 4 कैसे बन गए? As I told you कि जो सेटिंग में मैंने जो एक बनाया था उसकी वजह से ये जो सेटिंग में मैंने एडिंग की बात की है और मीडिया की बात की है, सॉरी. So this media is creating 1 2 3. Okay. Thumbnail size, medium size and large size. Okay. So it's automatically created that information here. Okay. And the schedule is now, this is my 100 by 100 resolution. This is 150 and this is 300 by 150 and some large image 768 into 398. Okay. So hope you understood that how these settings are what the important. Then there is a permalink. Okay, so by default the permalink are date, time, month and name. So whatever the pages you are creating here and it will display that pages. For example, I am using bhanudasstarting.com. Okay, I don't have any pages right now, but here I want to show you internship.bhanudasstarting.com. These are the pages where I am keeping my internship assignment of digital marketing. We are conducting a digital marketing sessions also, and there we are giving some assignment to the people. Okay. So suppose here I am using my sales, showing my sales page here. So look at the information here. So it's showing something question mark P169. Okay. So here I am creating one sales page for a course called as a cloud computing. So it's showing 7 days miracle in cloud computing, and here I'm giving the takeouts, okay, and some books. So I'm not interested in showing what content. I'm interested in showing what is this question mark P169. So this question mark P169 is nothing but this plain custom setting. So whatever the post is there, every post has the setting is showing some number of every post. So if you don't want to show the number to the user, then you can choose any one of the options. Most probably the people are using what the post name. So it's only showing the post name and they are not showing any number here. So choice is yours in what way you want to display your link on the software, or you can customize. Okay, you can add year, month, day, month, alana palana here. Okay, I'm choosing a post name as a save change here. Okay, instead of choosing a plain. So whatever the post I'm creating in future, that will only showing the name of my website and the name of my page, not any number like this. Okay, so when you are writing something and